The movie starts in a large, busy airport. Many passengers are walking around. The hero of the movie, Clay, is one of these passengers. Almost everyone in the airport is using a cell phone. People working at the desks and people waiting for flights are all looking at their screens. In the airport kitchen, a cook is cutting vegetables. He is holding his cell phone to his ear and talking while he works. Clay also takes out his phone. He calls his wife and asks, "Where are you?" His wife tells him she is at his son's school to pick him up. Then Clay's son takes the phone. He changes the call to a video call so they can see each other. The boy asks very lovingly, "When will you come home, Dad?" Clay smiles and says, "I will come very soon." Suddenly, Clay's phone battery runs out. The phone turns off. Clay looks for a place to charge his phone, but every plug point is already being used by other people. He cannot charge his phone. Clay finds a payphone that uses coins. He calls his wife again. He tells her, "My first novel has finally been published. I got a ticket and I am coming home today because I want to see our son." While he is talking, he turns around to ask someone for a coin. At that exact moment, the people using cell phones in the airport start doing strange things. The phones send out a weird signal. The people start screaming in a very angry way. They begin attacking each other like wild animals. Right in front of Clay, a man attacks a girl very violently. To save the girl, Clay hits the man on the head and kills him. Both the man and the girl fall down. Another girl near them takes out her cell phone to call an emergency number. The moment she uses the phone, a strange liquid splashes out of her mouth. She is affected by the signal and becomes a phoner. She runs away and hits her head against a wall. When she turns around, her face is covered in blood, and her teeth have fallen out. She looks very scary, but she just runs past Clay, laughing like a crazy person. The cook who was cutting vegetables also becomes a phoner. He comes out of the kitchen with a knife and kills a man. Then he moves toward Clay. Clay fights him. A police officer arrives and shoots the cook to save Clay. The officer says, "I cannot shoot all these people. There are too many." The officer tries to use his own phone to call for help. Clay shouts, "Don't use the cell phone. Whoever uses a phone becomes a phoner." But other police officers use their phones, become phoners, and start shooting their guns everywhere like crazy people. Clay hides under the chairs to stay safe. Then a big airplane crashes into the airport. The area where Clay is sitting is about to be hit by the fire and the crash. Clay runs toward the stairs that lead underground to the subway. A few phoners chase him, but under the stairs there is no phone signal. Because there is no signal, the phoners get confused, get stuck, and fall down. Clay finds many more phoners stuck in the subway tunnels. He escapes from them. Suddenly, a man tries to kill Clay because he thinks Clay is a phoner. But when the man sees Clay as normal, he takes him inside a subway train. A few more people are hiding in the train. The man tells Clay, "There is no cell phone signal here, so we are safe." Clay warns him, "Even if you do get a signal, do not use your phone. Whoever uses a phone turns into a phoner." The people say that because there is no signal, the phoners won't come there. They decide to stay and wait for help. Then the train driver, Tom, arrives. He says, "The power has been cut because of the plane crash. This train cannot move. The airport above us is on fire. If they turn on the water to put out the fire, this subway will flood soon. We cannot stay here. We have to walk out." Tom says he is going to walk and asks who wants to go with him. Clay and a young boy decide to go with Tom. The three of them walk along the dark train tracks. Near an exit gate, they see some people standing. They wonder who they are. Suddenly, the boy's phone rings. There is a signal in this spot. Immediately, a phoner jumps out with an axe. He kills the boy in a very cruel way. Many phoners from far away start running toward Clay and Tom. Tom and Clay find a ladder and climb up to escape. The phoners climb up behind them and try to attack. They reach a road outside the airport. Tom gets out first. He grabs Clay's leg and pulls him out just in time. They try to close the heavy door, but it won't shut. Tom pushes a big garbage truck in front of the door to block the phoners. Clay takes Tom to his apartment. At the entrance, they see a dead girl. They quietly go to the second floor. While opening the lock, a neighbor's dog barks and scares them both. Inside the apartment, Clay tries to find out what happened to his family. He tries to send a message using Tom's cell phone, but the words on the screen are all upside down. The phone is useless now, so they put it in the freezer to stay safe. Tom sees many paintings on the wall. Clay says, "These are for my graphic novels. My dream was to be a writer, but I moved away from my family to follow that dream. Now I realize my family is the real dream." Suddenly, someone hits the door hard. Clay grabs a big stick and shouts. A girl's voice cries, "Please open the door." It is Alice, a girl who lives in the apartment above. She is covered in blood and holding a knife. She is crying. She says, My mother attacked me. I had to kill her. Clay gently takes the knife from her. He gives her some of his wife's clothes and tells her to take a bath. Alice takes a bath and then rests on the sofa. Clay tells Tom, "My wife was talking to me on the phone when this started. Tomorrow I am going to find her and my son. Please come with me." Tom says, "I have no one else. I will come with you." Alice also says she will come. That night, the phone in the freezer rings, but they ignore it and go to sleep. The next morning, Alice looks out at the road. She sees a large group of phoners walking together. Tom and Clay watch them too. The phoners are walking one by one in a long line. After the phoners pass, the three of them slowly go downstairs. Near the entrance, they see phoners on the road vibrating. They hide. Then they hear the phoners' voices and start walking carefully. They see the phoners moving in a pattern, like programmed robots. Two people on a motorcycle try to drive past the group. All the phoners attack them at once. Clay, Tom, and Alice use this chance to escape to the other side of the road. As they walk through the city, they see cell phone towers everywhere. They find a lonely house with a sign that says, "Gun Trainers." They think they can find guns for safety. Inside, they find that two people have killed each other. Clay takes a gun from a dead girl's hand. They find bullets and pack them. In the garden, Alice sees a small boy. The boy is holding a dog and looking away. Alice calls him, but he doesn't move. Tom calls him from a distance. The boy drops the dog and turns around. He is a phoner. They shoot him to stay safe. But then, many phoners come out of the forest near the garden and run at them. The three of them run as fast as they can. They reach a river and are trapped because there is no way across. Clay sees a boat that is upside down. The three of them hide under the boat. The phoners reach the river and come toward the boat. Clay tells everyone to be quiet. As the sun sets, all the phoners look at the sun. They make a strange sound with their mouths. It is like a signal. After a while, the phoners leave. When it is safe, Clay and the others come out from under the boat. Clay says, "These people are running like a computer program. That boy must have signaled the others to find us. It seems they are all connected through telepathy." They cross a bridge. At night, they reach a school. They hear music. They meet the headmaster and a student named Jordan. Clay asks if they can stay the night. He asks, "Why is there loud music? Won't the phoners hear it?" The headmaster says, "The music is coming from the phoner." He takes them to the school ground. More than 100 students are lying there. Music is playing from their mouths. The headmaster shows them that the students are in a trance. He stabs a student in the foot with a knife, but the student does not move or feel pain. Alice is scared. Jordan explains, "This is like an alien attack. They are turning humans into robots to clean the earth. The phoners' brains are like hard disks. They use them to transmit music and share information with each other like a transmitter." Clay is scared. The headmaster says, "The phoners are quiet at night. We should kill them before the sun comes up." He says there is a truck in the garden that carries water. They decide to fill it with petrol, spray it on the students, and set them on fire. Clay and Tom spray the petrol. Then the headmaster lights an arrow and shoots it to start the fire. The phoners on the ground start burning. One or two phoners run around, and the group shoots them. But then, the fire reaches the truck. Tom warns everyone, but the truck explodes. The headmaster is killed in the blast. Jordan cries because the headmaster was his friend. Clay comforts him and tells him they must leave. They walk until they find a theater. They go inside to rest. While sleeping, Clay has a dream. He sees a man wearing a red jacket who scares him. Clay wakes up in terror. He finds out that Tom, Alice, and Jordan all saw the same man in a red jacket in their dreams. Clay says, "Something is wrong. A signal is slowly taking over our minds. We cannot sleep here anymore." As they leave, Alice's and Tom's cell phones ring. The screen says private number. They throw the phones into a fire and keep walking. They walk all day. They see a small bar. Outside it says cash walk and no foe. This means no phone and no mobile signal. They think it is safe. Inside they meet a woman and two men. They ask to stay the night and the people agree. They eat food, sing songs, and feel happy for a little while. Clay tells Alice about his wife. Alice tells him not to worry. During the night, the woman from the bar suddenly wakes up. She goes to the door. She hears a signal sound. Clay sees her standing still and goes to her with his gun. Suddenly, a phoner attacks from outside. The barwoman has also turned into a phoner. A big fight starts. The barwoman tries to attack her friends. The other guests in the bar try to kill Clay's group. A phoner attacks Clay, but Alice shoots the phoner and saves him. Then the barwoman hits Alice on the head with a stick. Tom shoots the woman and kills her. Alice's head is bleeding badly. They know more phoners will come, So Clay, Jordan, and Tom carry Alice away. They lay her under a tree, but she dies. Jordan is very sad. As they walk, they see the man in the red jacket watching them. They reach a forest and meet a man named Ray and a girl named Denise. They have a van and give the group food. Clay says they are going to Cashwalk. Ray warns them, that place is a trap. They tell people there is no signal, but a giant cell tower was built there recently. It is very dangerous. Ray also says he sees the man in the red jacket in his dreams. He is the leader of the phoners, Ray says. He is occupying my mind and I haven't slept in days. In the van, there is a man whose hands and feet are tied and whose face is covered. Denise says, he is my brother. He is affected, but he stays quiet when there is no signal. If he gets a signal, he will attack us. Suddenly, the voice of Clay's son comes from the brother. Clay tries to uncover the man's face. Tom says, no, he is not your son. Clay opens the cloth anyway. The man plays a recording of Clay's conversation with his son. Tom is forced to shoot the man. Tom comforts Denise. They all get into the van and Ray drives. While driving, Ray becomes very upset. He stops the van and takes Clay aside. Ray is crying. He says, the red jacket man is an illusion now. I don't know what is real. He has taken over my mind. Ray gives Clay a cell phone and tells him a number to call when the time is right. Then Ray uses a small bomb on his neck to kill himself because he cannot take it anymore. The group reaches Clay's house. Clay goes inside alone. He sees a message from his son on the fridge. Mom became a phoner. I am going to Cashwalk. Come soon, Daddy. Clay is very angry and starts breaking things. He hears a noise upstairs. He goes up and sees the man in the red jacket. The man attacks Clay with a hammer. Tom runs in to help, and they both kill the phoner. After the phoner is dead, Clay looks closely. It was not a stranger. It was his wife. She was the one in the red jacket in his dreams. Clay is heartbroken. Clay remembers the phone Ray gave him. He realizes Ray set a bomb in the van. Clay decides to go to Cashwalk alone to find his son. Jordan tells him, don't go, it is suicide. But Clay says he must find his son. He gives Jordan some yellow paint. Mark the trees on the left side of the road so I can find you when I return, Clay says. Clay drives the van to Cashwalk. He sees a giant cell phone tower in the middle of the jungle. Millions of phoners are walking in a big circle around the tower. Clay is shocked. He slowly drives the van into the crowd toward the center. He sees the man in the red jacket again. Clay hits him with the van. Clay gets out with his gun and shoots the red-jacketed man many times. Then he hears his son's voice in the crowd. He looks everywhere. Finally, his son walks up to him. Clay is so happy. But then Clay sees his son has also become a phoner. The red jacket man also appears again. Clay realizes it might all be an illusion. He hugs his son. He takes out the phone Ray gave him and presses the green button to blow up the bomb in the van. There is a huge explosion. The tower falls and the phoners are killed. The scene changes. We see Clay and his son following the yellow marks on the trees to find Tom and Jordan. They look happy. But then, the movie shows the truth. The scene changes back to the tower. The tower is still standing. All the millions of phoners are still walking in a circle. We see Clay walking in the circle with them. The explosion and the rescue were all a dream in Clay's mind. He has become a phoner, and he is trapped in the circle forever. With this, the movie ends here. See you soon in the next recap. Thanks for watching.